welcome back to the show. Man, we're just sitting here talking with Mr. Lloyd Mumford, the Miami Dolphins professional football player, and you were just sharing with us off camera, but you got to tell the story one more time on camera. Okay, they were saying that you, the year y'all went undefeated, but back then, before that, 7 years prior to that, tell us what happened.
Yeah, actually 7 years before that, I was in high school, and we always got close to the championship, but we never could win a championship. We lose 1 or 2 games. I said the only way we're gonna be able to win the championship is to go undefeated. So one day I was coming from school, and I had this big graveyard in between the school and my house. So usually I walk around the graveyard,
right?
Because it's usually dark. This one of those spooky graveyards, you know, with big moths hanging from the trees, you know.
Yeah.
But this night I felt brave. I walked through. And I got in the middle of the graveyard. And I remember what the preacher was saying in church one day. He said, well, you ask God for what you want, and he'll give it to you. I said, well, I'm going to test it. And I looked up in the sky, and I said a little prayer for our team to go undefeated that year. So after that, next day we come to practice, went through the whole season, lost 1 game.
1 game, didn't make it to the playoffs.
Didn't make it to the playoffs. And so then, 7 years later, I'm sitting in Los Angeles, California, in the Beverly Hills Hotel after the Super Bowl.
After
we just beat the Washington Redskins.
Went 17
and 0, undefeated. And then I remembered, I said, wow, the preacher said, it might not be when you want it, it's going to be when it's best for you.
When he says it's ready.
When he says it's best for you.
Wow.
And I said, wow, look at that. My prayer was answered.
What a feeling.
That was a feeling.
Wow. Well, I tell you what, I've never been to anything like that, but just hearing you tell that story, I'm a man of faith, and I tell you, I believe that prayers are answered every day. Yeah, it's just like you said, sometimes it's not when it's our time, it's when it's his time.
It's when it's his time.
That's right. Well, so you playing football like that, I'm sure it's taught you a lot about life, about, you know, I've told that to people. I played high school football, but I never went any further than that. And I tell people all the time, it teaches you life lessons, you know, on how to.
You know, I use the same, what I was taught out there on the football field, you know, that's the way I live today, you know. You got to pay the price, you know, for whatever you want. Right. You can go in the store. I tell when I talk to kids in school, I say you go in the store with $1, you can't come out with no more than $1 worth of goods, and maybe not $1 because you got to pay taxes.
Right.
So you got to pay for everything, and then it's the same thing in life. You know, you got to pay for it. You got to work for everything you want.
That's right.
You got to pay a price. There's a price for everything. Until you're willing to pay that price, you're not gonna get it.
Right.
So
you got to work hard.
you got to work hard.
That's right.
It's hard, but it's fair.
That's right. Well, I tell you what, we're going to go ahead and throw this one to break. When we come back, Mr. Lloyd, we're going to have some ribs on that thing looking just right.
I'm ready.
Yeah, me too. I'm hungry. So y'all don't go nowhere. We'll be right back.